Hi everybody, this is Oksana and this is going to be my little haul and review of some eyeshadows from ColourPop. And I got 3 eyeshadows from them. And before I get all into this review, I just want to, make a little disclaimer. These did not exactly live up to my expectations. Now, I didn't know what they were going to be like, and I kind of had an idea of what I wanted them to be like, and they were a little bit different from what I expected. That doesn't make them bad. I know a lot of people absolutely love this brand and love these eyeshadows. I also noticed that it really varies with the color. Like some colors are more sheer, some colors are really pigmented, some colors don't have glitter, and some colors have lots of glitter. So it really depends on the individual color as well. I know especially the brighter and the darker colors tend to be really nice, and I got 2 pretty light colors and then one, kind of darkish color here. So I am going to jump into my review, but I just don't want to offend anybody that loves these eyeshadows, and I'm not saying they're bad, but they're just, I was a little underwhelmed with my first impression of them. So I'm going to start and discuss each color individually. This first color I have is called Girly, and it is a really, really pretty sort of like a golden with a pink iridescence shade. Eyeshadow itself in the jar, it's kind of cushiony to the touch. It's like a moist, a little bit soft, still powder eyeshadow. It's not quite a mousse. Like a mousse to me is like a whipped, very soft consistency. And it's not quite a cream, so it is soft and wet though, as compared to a typical dry eyeshadow, and that is why you have to keep them nicely sealed. So the color Girly looks like this, and as you can see, it's a little on the sheer side. So this is, I did 2 swipes to build up the swatch here, and that is kind of the pigmentation you get. I had trouble building this color up on my eyes yesterday when I wore these, and I will insert a little clip in a minute of me wearing all of them. I'm not wearing them right now, although I did try to make Girly work again for me today because it is such a pretty color. So I put it all over my eyelid, and again, just really sheer, I don't know, just not quite as noticeable. So I ended up leaving it on as like a base, and then I put the color Cream from Silk Naturals over it. So that's what you're seeing, that, light beigey, shiny color, because I wanted more of like a shiny, very noticeable effect. But if you're looking for something more sheer and more subtle and just kind of a light wash of this like goldeny pinky color, it is a really pretty color. It just, for whatever reason, doesn't build very well on my lids. Like as I apply more layers, instead of building upon itself, it kind of wipes away the color underneath, you know what I mean? So it doesn't end up building. But everybody likes different things. I was looking for something, bam, really out there, metallic, really pigmented. I'm sure some people are looking for a sheer, a wash of iridescent color. So that's the color Girly. And the next color I got is I Heart This. And Girly, by the way, doesn't have any shimmer. As you can see, it's shiny, like a pearlescent shine, but no like glitter. Moving on to I Heart This. This color is like a, like a beige. Looks like a beige to me, like a light metallic beige. So I was really excited about this color. It looked like it was kind of what I was looking for. So again, I'm building up the swatch. So that was 2 swipes. I'm going to do 1 more. So 3 swipes to build up the swatch for you here, because this one, it's not as sheer, but it does take several layers to build it up to, this intensity. So it is more metallic, and this is kind of what I was looking for. And it is really pretty. Not quite as pigmented as I would have hoped. And one problem I have with this is the individual particles of glitter. They're not like the biggest, chunkiest pieces of glitter, but I don't know how well you can see, there definitely is some glitter. Like, let me do this. Let me kind of swipe over it, and that will pull the glitter you know, like if you're blending it with a brush. So now you can see the glitter that kind of traveled to right here from me just kind of swiping it away. So hopefully you can see that, I don't know, but here's the loose glitter. And that is kind of what ends up happening like under my eye and in my eye is the pieces end up falling out. I had a lot of fallout with these eyeshadows. And, you know, I've heard some people say that they don't get any fallout, and maybe it's an individual thing. My eyes are also really incredibly sensitive, and I wear contact lenses, and by the end of the day, they really hurt because the glitter got into my eyes, and I just had to remove my makeup and my contacts and just rinse everything out because it was very, very uncomfortable. Now with this color, the glitter is not quite as chunky and big as it is with this next color, which is called So Quiche. And also with this color, because it's a light color, I was able to just build it up on my lid and kind of prevent fallout. Like I had some fallout, but it wasn't as crazy as the fallout that I got from this color because I just patted it gently on my lid and I didn't do too much blending to try and kind of keep it on there. But with this next color, because it's a darker color and I put it in my crease, I couldn't get a good blend with my finger in my crease, so I had to use a crease brush and blend it out. And that is when I got all that purple glitter like all under here. And let me show you what this looks like. It's a really, really pretty color. It's almost like a taupe, and then you can see that purple really come out. And let me swatch that one. So here's one swipe, and I'm gonna build it up just a little bit here. But this one is a lot more pigmented. So I'm gonna do 3 swipes again, just like I did of I Heart This. And you can see it's a really gorgeous, gorgeous color. And if you're like super careful about it, maybe don't use a brush with it, really just pat it on gently. You probably won't have quite as much problems with fallout as I did. But again, so let me clean off my fingers. And now that it's kind of dry, just gonna very gently just kind of swipe across, you know, like you're blending it very gently with a soft brush. And that purple glitter, because it's bigger and chunkier, it just kind of moves when you gently go over it. The glitter traveled, so now it's kind of more concentrated over here. I don't know how well my camera picks that up, but hopefully you can see the individual particles. I just want to show you like how big the glitter is and, you know, what it will look like. So again, you know, not a bad product necessarily. Everybody's looking for different things, and they have so many different colors. Like, I'm sure there's some colors that are just amazing. Like, if you were to take the purple glitter out of this color, it would be amazing because I wouldn't get all that fallout. Or if you were to make it like super, super fine, almost like a pearlescent kind of glitter, or like a finish, you know, like this first one didn't have any glitter, like a finish like that, I could see it being amazing. And I know not all of their eyeshadows, you know, have it. And I've actually seen some swatches that look really incredible. So there's definitely some colors that I think are, you know, really nice. I just kind of got the wrong ones for, you know, what I was looking for. I should have read up on it more, but it was like an impulse thing. And I was like, let me get this, this, and this. And I should have really kind of read up on it and found out, you know, which ones have the glitter, which ones are more shiny metallic, which ones are more pigmented. So, and also I wanted some lighter colors. I was looking for very light, like beigey, taupey colors. And that's kind of why I got I Heart This. It's like the perfect color, except for the glitter in there. So, they're nice and they're pretty affordable, but not my favorite. And I wouldn't necessarily say, you know, run out there right now and buy them. These 3 colors that I personally, you know, tried and experienced. And also, when I received them in the mail, they came in a really big white box, like this big. And that box was inside a gigantic, you can't even see it on my camera screen because it was that big, like huge cardboard box. Like I got some boots in the mail the other week, and they were in a smaller box. So if you can imagine, you know, a gigantic cardboard box with a smaller box inside with these 3 little eyeshadows. At first I was like, did they mess up and like sent me the wrong thing? Like, what is going on? I was really confused. So that's, I mean, that's nothing to do with the eyeshadows, but it's just kind of wasteful. I don't see why they couldn't have put them in a little, just one of those little bubble wrap things, little envelopes that everybody sends stuff in. It would have been fine for those. And they're not very breakable, like, because they're creamy consistency. I dropped one, and I dropped I Heart This, and it kind of fixed itself, but what had happened is the way that it fell, like the impact, it fell like this on its side. So the cream just kind of moved down a little bit, and I could see, like, maybe you can still see there's a little bit more of a gap up here now because more of the product kind of got moved down due to, you know, impact of it hitting. So it doesn't like crack or shatter, it more like the cream product, you know, can kind of move if you drop them. So that is, oh, so look at this. I was, you know, wiping this off, and I wiped off all the glitter just now with my little towel here. Like, how pretty is that? If it didn't have purple glitter, I think that I would be absolutely in love with this color. And same with this one, if it didn't have glitter, because it's still shiny and metallic. It doesn't need that glitter. It just doesn't need it. For me, I'm sure other people love it. And I do want to say that it looked really pretty. The look that I did with them, even though it took a few layers to really build it up and it took quite a bit of work, it did end up looking really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and insert my little clip here. Here it is. So I'm wearing, first I put on Girly, and then it wasn't noticeable, so I put I Heart This all over my lid, and I tried to kind of layer Girly on top of it. You know, to have that color be visible too. And then I put So Quiche in the crease. So that's kind of how I achieved that look, and I did like it. It was really glamorous. It was really sparkly and pretty. But again, maybe my eyes are just too sensitive to wear glitter. You know, I'm sure some people, especially if you don't wear contact lenses, it's probably not as much of a problem for you. And one quick other thing that I noticed is these do have really good lasting power. Like, even just now when I was wiping them off, the glitter wiped off, but the eyeshadows didn't wipe off at all. Like, they stayed put really well, and they wore extremely well on me yesterday when I wore them. Even though I was wearing Too Faced Shadow Insurance underneath, so I haven't tried these without any primer. I don't know how they would work. And also, I am still, you know, interested in these. If you know of any specific colors you want to recommend to me that are, you know, maybe kind of in the same color family without the glitter, just kind of a metallic or pearly finish that are pigmented, feel free to recommend them to me. And I will, you know, look into trying them out because I am still interested in this brand. So that is it. That is my review for you. Hopefully it was helpful, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.